morning, children. Today I am going to teach you soil as a resource. Soil is the most important renewable natural resource. It is the medium of plant growth and support all forms of life. The various forces of nature such as change in the temperature, moving water, the wind and glaciers, and the activities of decomposers, etc., contributed to the formation of soil. Okay, just on introduction. Soil, it is an example of a renewable natural resources. So many factors which affect the formation of soil. The important factors are the running water, wind, glaciers, activities of decomposers, etc., contributed to the formation of soil. Then, based on color, texture, age, chemical and physical properties, the soils in India are classified into different types such as alluvial soil, black soil, laterite soil, red and yellow soil, arid soil and forest soil. Now we can discuss each type of soil one by one. The first one is alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is the most widely spread and important soil in India. The entire northern plains are made of alluvial soil. These soil have been deposited by three important Himalayan rivers such as the Indus, the Ganga and Brahmaputra. Okay, then what are the points? The first one, it is widely spread. Okay, the next point, then it is made up of, the entire northern plains are made of alluvial soil. The second point, northern plains. Okay, the third one, because of a depositional work. Then, these soils are found in the eastern coastal plains also. Okay, in eastern coastal areas such as the deltas of river Mahanadi, Krishna, Godavari, etc. Then, according to the age, alluvial soil can be classified into old alluvial soil and new alluvial soil. Okay, here another question is there. Okay, the classification of alluvial soil. Old alluvial soil is known as Bangar. Old alluvial and new alluvial. Okay, old alluvial soil is known as Bangar and new alluvial soil is known as Kangar. Okay, according to the age, alluvial soil can be classified into old alluvial soil and new alluvial soil. Old alluvial soil is known as Bangar and new alluvial soil is known as Kangar. Okay, then the old alluvial soil is less fertile and new alluvial soil it is more fertile. Then, these soils are ideal for the growth of sugarcane, paddy, wheat, etc. Then, the regions of alluvial soils are densely populated. Why? Because these regions are important for the ideal for the center of cultivation. So, it supports the population also. Okay, then what are the features of alluvial soil? Okay, the point wise, the first one, it is the most widely spread soil in India. The second point, the entire northern plains are made of alluvial soil. The next one, the alluvial soil has been deposited by three important Himalayan rivers such as the Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. Ra. The next one, these are based on the age. Alluvial soil can be classified into two: old alluvial soil and new alluvial soil. Old alluvial soil is known as Bangur and new alluvial soil is known as Camber. Okay, suppose the question, the difference between Bangur and Camber. Okay, the old alluvial soil is known as Bangur and it is less fertile, and new alluvial soil is known as Camber, it is more fertile. Then, these soils are ideal for the growth of sugarcane, paddy, wheat, almost all important crops. Then, the regions of alluvial soils are densely populated. Okay, this is about alluvial soil. Now, we can discuss about the next soil, that it is black soil. Okay, the second one, black soil. Black soil is ideal for the cotton and it is also known as black cotton soil. Okay, then black soil is also known as cotton soil or the black cotton soil. Why? Because it is ideal for the growth of the cotton. Then, this soil spread over northwestern part of Deccan Plateau. Okay, the northwestern part of Deccan Plateau. Then, it is made up of lava flows. It is made up of lava flows. And this soil has the capacity to hold moisture. Then black soil, it is ideal for the growth of cotton. So it is known as black cotton soil. The next point, this soil is spread over the northwestern Deccan Plateau. Then this soil is made up of lava flows. Then this soil has the capacity to hold moisture, and also it is sticky in nature. Then these soil they develop the deep cracks during the hot weather, which help the proper aeration. The proper aeration of soil. Okay, here the point. This soil develop the deep crack during the hot weather. That's it. And the black soil, once again, black soil which is ideal for the growth of cotton cultivation. So it is known as cotton soil. The next one, it is also spread by the northwestern part of Deccan Plateau. Then it is made of lava flows. This soil has the capacity to hold moisture and it is sticky in nature. This is about black soil. Okay, the next classification, that it is a laterite soil. Okay, what do you know about the laterite soil? Laterite soil develops in the areas with a high temperature and heavy rainfall. Okay, laterite soil develops in the areas with a high temperature and heavy rainfall. Okay, then high temperature and heavy rainfall. Then this is the result of this soil. It is the result of intense leaching during heavy rain. Then the humus content of this soil is low. This is the second point. Humus content low. Okay, why the humus content is low? Because most of the microorganisms get destroyed due to high temperature. Then, the laterite soil, then it is suitable for cultivation when adequate proportion of manures and fertilizers. Okay, when we give the more fertilizers and manures, it is easy to cultivate, or it is suitable for cultivation in laterite soil. In Kerala, the common soil is the laterite soil. Then, this soil is useful for growing tea and coffee cultivation in the hilly areas of Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Okay, this is a one-mark question. The which soil? Laterite soil is useful for, or which soil is useful for growing tea and coffee cultivation in Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. The answer, which soil? Laterite soil. Then it is also suitable for the cultivation of cashews that were in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Okay, this is about laterite soil. Okay, once again the laterite soil develop where the areas with the high temperature and heavy rainfall. The next one, this is the result of intense leaching due to heavy rain. Then the humus content of the soil is very low. Why? Because most of the microorganisms get destroyed due to high temperature. Then laterite soil is suitable for cultivation. How? When we give, or when we give, then the adequate proportion of manures and fertilizers. Then, for example, then the laterite soil is suitable, or it is very useful for growing tea and coffee cultivation in the hilly areas of Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. It is also ideal for the growth of cashew nut where in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. This is about the laterite soil. Soil is arid soil. Arid soils are sandy in texture and saline in nature. Okay, arid soil are sandy and also salinity. Then, in some areas, the salt content is very high in this arid soil. It is commonly found arid soil where in Rajasthan. Then, due to dry climate, high temperature, evaporation is faster and the soil lacks humus and moisture. Okay, the arid soil, then what happened to the soil? Due to dry climate and high temperature, evaporation is faster and the soil lacks the humus and moisture. That means less moisture in which soil? Arid soil. Then, but after proper irrigation, the soil became cultivable where in western part of Rajasthan. Okay, then not whole Rajasthan, but after giving proper irrigation facilities, it is suitable for cultivation only the western part of Rajasthan. This is about arid soil. Okay, then what about arid soil? The arid soils are the sandy in nature and the salinity. That means the salt content. Then in some areas the salt content is very high in arid soil. Then it is commonly found in Rajasthan. Then the next one, due to the dry climate and the high temperature, the evaporation is faster there in the Rajasthan. So this soil lacks the humus and moisture. Okay, the next important point, the less moisture content in this soil, arid soil. Then, but after giving proper irrigation facilities, this soil become cultivable where in the western part of Rajasthan. This is about arid soil. Okay. Then the next soil is red and yellow soil. Red and yellow soil. Okay, what about the red and yellow soil? This soil develops on igneous rocks. Where? Igneous rocks. Okay, the red and yellow soil develops on igneous rocks in the areas of low rainfall in the eastern and southern part of Deccan Plateau. Okay, where? The eastern and southern part of Deccan. Okay, do you remember while we discussing the black soil where it is commonly found in the western part of where the Deccan Plateau. But here the red and yellow soil it is commonly in eastern and southern part of Deccan Plateau. Then next one, this soil develops the reddish color or the red color. Why? Because of the diffusion of iron in rocks. Diffusion means the spread. Okay, then the red and yellow, the two color. This soil is red color. Why? It is because of the diffusion of iron in rocks. Why it is in yellow color? It looks yellow when it occurs in a hydrated form. This is about the red and yellow soil. Okay, the red and yellow soil it is developed where the igneous rocks in the areas of low rainfall, especially the eastern and southern part of Deccan Plateau. The next one, this soil develops or this soil has a red color. Why? Because of the diffusion of iron in rocks. The next one, why it is yellow color? Because it looks yellow when it occurs in a hydrated form. This is about red and yellow soil. Okay. The next one, the last classification of the soil, that which is forest soil. Okay, what do you know about the forest soil? These soils are found in the hilly and mountain areas where sufficient rainforests are available. Okay, then forest soil, it is mainly found where in the hilly and mountain areas where sufficient rainforests are available. Then next, what are the features? The first one, it is these soils are the loamy soil. Okay, what do you mean by loamy soil? Loamy soil means it is the composition of sand, silt and clay. It is known as loamy soil. Okay, the forest soil, then they are the loamy soil. It is mainly found in the valley sides. Then, and also the coarse grain in the upper slope region. Then, in the snow-covered areas of Himalayas, this soil always experiences denudation. Okay, what do you mean by denudation? Denudation means wearing away the soil. And the soil has the low humus content. This is about forest soil. Okay, what about the forest soil? These forests are found where in the hilly and mountain region. This is one point. The next point, then it is loamy in nature. Loamy soil means it is the composition of sand and silt. The next one, in the snow-covered areas of Himalayas, the soil always experiences denudation. Okay, denudation means wearing away the soil. And the soil, then it has a low humus content. This is about the forest soil. Okay, these are the classification of soil. Okay, so how many classification? The first one is the alluvial soil, then black soil, laterite soil, arid soil, then forest soil, red and yellow soil. Then which is the most widely spread soil in India? The question. Then answer, which one? Alluvial soil. Then which soil is suitable for the cultivation of cotton? Then answer, black soil. But again the question, according to the age, then which soil? Alluvial soil is divided into two. First one, the old alluvial soil and the new alluvial soil, the Khyber and Bangar. These are the important 1 mark questions from this. Firstly, we can move to another topic, soil conservation and soil erosion. Firstly, we can discuss soil erosion. What do you mean by soil erosion? Displacement of fertile topsoil is known as soil erosion. Okay, displacement of fertile topsoil is known as soil erosion. But in our textbook, what is the definition? The denudation of soil cover and the subsequent washing down is known as soil erosion. Okay, what do you mean by denudation? Denudation means the wearing away of the topsoil. It is known as denudation. The human activity such as the natural forces also contributed the soil erosion. Human activities such as deforestation, overgrazing, mining, constructions. Okay. Human activities such as deforestation, overgrazing, mining, constructions, etc. contributed soil erosion. Then the natural forces like wind, glaciers and water also leads to soil erosion. So what are the factors which promote or which resulted or which leads to soil erosion or which influence the human activities such as deforestation, overgrazing, construction and mining. The natural forces like wind, glacier and water leads to soil erosion. Then, when the running water cut through the clayey soil and to make deep channels, okay, when the water then it flows where the clayey soil and it makes deep channels. Such channels are known as gullies. Okay. When the running water cut through the clayey soil and makes deep channels known as gullies, then such land it became unfit for cultivation. Then it is known as badlands. Then in the Chambal basins, then such badlands are called ravines. Okay, in Chambal basin, such badlands are known as ravines. Okay, the Chambal basins mainly in which state? In Rajasthan. Okay, now so many terms. What do you mean by gullies? Okay, when the running water cut through the clayey soil and made deep channels known as gullies, then the land it became unfit for cultivation. Such land is known as badland. In Chambal region, such badlands are known as ravines. Then, when water flows as a sheet over a large area down a slope, then the topsoil is washed away. Then it is known as sheet erosion. Okay, sheet erosion. That means the water flows like a sheet. When water flows as a sheet over a large area down a slope, the topsoil is washed away. It is known as the soil erosion. Okay, these are the main points regarding the soil erosion. So, then what is soil erosion? Then the displacement of fertile soil, the fertile topsoil is known as soil erosion. Okay, this is enough the definition. Then the human factors as well as the natural force, they influence the soil erosion. The next one, gullies. Then when the running water cut through the clayey soil and to make deep channels known as gullies. Then As a result, the land became unfit for cultivation. Such land is known as badland. In Chambal Basin, such land is known as ravines. When the water flows like a sheet over a large area, the topsoil is washed away. It is known as sheet erosion. Okay, this is about the soil erosion. Then soil conservation. How can we conserve soil erosion? Okay, the soil conservation and soil erosion already you studied in your smaller classes. Okay, just I mentioned the soil conservation. How can we conserve soil? The first one is afforestation. First one, afforestation. Okay, then the second method, shelter belt. Okay, third one, strip cropping. Okay, then the fourth one, terrace cultivation. Okay, and the fifth one is contour clothing. Okay, the soil conservation method, the 5 method. The first one, the afforestation. The second one, the planting, the shelter belt. The next one, the strip cropping, and also the terrace cultivation. This like the step-by-step cultivation. The next one, the contour ploughing. These are the methods to conserve soil. Okay, this is about soil conservation. The 5 points: afforestation, planting shelter belt, strip cropping, terrace cultivation, and contour ploughing. The soil conservation. So today we discuss the soil as a resource. The first point, then what is the first one is the classification of soil, then each soil and its features. The next one is about the soil erosion. The next one, the soil conservation. Okay, thank you.